Just a mean little bugger. What are you doing, silly? Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. As a matter of fact, why don't you down in the comments let me know how your day is going and what exciting things you guys got going on. And while you're down there, do me a favor and smash that like button. I really do appreciate it. I am actually gearing up to head down to Sikeston, Missouri, down to Reptile Prime headquarters for a little bit of Reptile Prime business, and I'll be taking you guys along on it. But the truth is, the only reason I can travel to all the places I am is because I have an amazing crew of people that take care of all these animals, and I really love that you guys are getting to know them. And I figured today we'll go ahead and see what's going on with these guys, what makes them so special and what makes them care and what makes them so awesome. So what do you say? Together we have an amazing day and we just have a good time here at BHB before I head out tomorrow on my road trip. Let's get things started. Well, there is no doubt anyone that knows BHB knows that really the glue that keeps everything together would happen to be this person right here. Yeah, me. No, okay. It's Lori. Lori is really the person that keeps things together because I'm always just kind of all over the place, and I could not be responsible for keeping things running here whatsoever. So Lori works her butt off, not only doing snake work, but all the office stuff and all over the place. So anyways, what is on your docket for today? I see you're doing waters and colubrids.
No, actually I'm setting up the most recent things that hatched today.
Okay, so what hatched today?
Well, I just set up some of the anthropristic Texas rats.
Oh yeah, those are pretty. And I think I showed you guys these the other day.
Snows are really cool.
Snows are super, super cool, I tell you.
A clutch of leucistics that are the next ones.
Oh, they are so beautiful.
Yeah, everybody loves leucistics.
I know. Well, how awesome is just a pure white snake with black eyes? I mean, that is incredible. And the leucistic Texas rats were really the first leucistic snake that was ever really offered commercially. A guy named Bechtel, one of my old-time legend heroes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be trying to roll out a new project about the legends of reptiles on my other channel, Snake Bites TV. More about that in the future, but he's the one that produced the first leucistic Texas rat, and there's a really good story behind it that I'll share on the Legends of Reptile series. So anyways,
you see this guy?
What is that?
Slightly buggy-eyed.
Oh yeah. So the deal with leucistic Texas rats is in the beginning they had really big eyes, and you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. And over the generations, ourselves and a lot of people actually bred that big eye out of them. So this is about as big of an eye as we ever get, which is pretty rare because most of ours are really normal eyes.
Time this female produced it was a new bloodline, that's why.
That's what we actually brought in, a new bloodline that had it, and now we're gonna have to get that out because we don't want big bug eyes on the snakes. They aren't too cool. Believe it or not, back in the day, people wanted the big bug eyes.
The bigger the better. They
yeah,
were like
and so they kept breeding bigger and bigger ones, and then they started looking completely ridiculous. And then everyone said, "Why are we doing this? We need to get it." And of course, we went the other way, and we really don't produce bug eyes. That was the first one we produced in many years, of course, from a different bloodline. But anyways, that's cool. Anything else on the docket today?
Yes, finishing this, and then I have to get more stuff on the website.
Yes, the everlasting battle of getting stuff on the website. I can honestly tell you, I think that we have probably about maybe 25% of the animals we have available actually on the website. I mean, between geckos, and I'm going to
try.
Lori's trying. It's just hard. You figure every time she's got to put an animal up, she's got to do all kinds of work. And I'm going to meet up with Jessica in a minute, and we're going to talk about geckos because we probably only have about maybe 3% of the geckos. So geckos are her big thing. So anyways, I'm going to let Lori get back to work and we'll continue seeing what else is going on here. And of course, after Lori, Jessica is kind of the next in charge as far as she's been here forever and she's just a monster when it comes to working. So let's see what is Jessica doing today?
Well, today I have the wonderful task of labeling all of these that are not labeled.
Oh, that's right. So what happens is when we set them up, you can see we put like the clutch number and the date that they hatch. So she has her little cheat sheet so she knows what the parents are. And then when they get a little bit of size to them, Jessica goes through and labels them so that we know what they actually are. And then Lori can get them up on the website. Now we just spoke to Lori and she said that about maybe 2 or 3% of the geckos that we have hatched ready to go on the website, so we're a little bit behind. But how many geckos do we actually have?
We have about 5,000,
Oh.
so like 50 shy of that. So.
Oh my God, almost 5,000 baby geckos that are on the shelf. That's not what we've already sold and sent out. We have 5,000 right now on the shelf, and I would say we might have 150 on the website. You know, maybe not even that. I'm not even sure. So we definitely have some catching up to do. And you have some I mean, Jessica's been hatching some insane ones. What do you have?
I
something
actually
right
just
here?
pulled this one out to label it, and it's really cool looking.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, what the heck? That thing is sweet. What the heck is that?
That actually came from the same dad as that last one we looked at.
What?
Isn't
So
that weird?
these are actually related. They're like half sisters. Oh my gosh,
So
that
this is a
crazy.
snow white and yellow eclipse, and it's pattern Murphy's patternless. That's why it's got such a spotted pattern like
Look
that.
at how crazy it is. It's a mean little bugger. What are you doing, silly? Oh my gosh, this one's het for attitude, obviously. That is awesome.
I love this one's tail. It's turning out really well.
Oh my gosh, look at how,
Blood tangerine crossed with a Tremper albino.
oh my gosh. So yeah, so a blood tang that's het for Tramper albino. Oh, another, is that Jungle Bell? Oh,
Love
look
its
at
pattern.
that. Look at that pattern. And you guys can really see how these things have changed. When these things were babies, they're only, 3-4 grams. Now they're all like 10, 12, 15 grams. And they just really start brightening up and just looking amazing. Look at that one. Wow, that thing is crazy cool. And that is a
That one's a tangerine Tremper white and yellow.
tangerine Tremper white and yellow. So where we're at in the season is we're almost about ready to take the adults off.
Yep, in about a couple weeks we'll take them off food, and they'll be off food for a couple weeks, and we'll put them into hibernation.
So at least Jessica only has 5,000 animals to take care of after the geckos are down in hibernation. Like that's like part-time for her.
Lots of extra time when things go into hibernation.
I think she still has her hands full, but regardless, a lot of work, Oh yeah, Jessica just came to me and asked me something. This is actually pretty cool, and we need your help on this, guys.
So I'm not really sure where these eggs came from.
Oops. You figure when you produce, 10,000 baby geckos, every now and then you're going to have a couple eggs that kind of are mystery eggs, right?
Yep. So I've got the due date on here, which is
10/24.
not too long from now.
They're coming up.
You guys need to guess what is in the eggs.
Exactly. Hey, go ahead in the comments and guess what's in the eggs. And if you guys guess right, we'll give you one of them. How's that sound? I'll ship off one in the United States, not exporting any of them. But go ahead down in the comments and guess what you think those gecko eggs are going to hatch. That should be pretty fun. BHB is all about a team. Every single person contributes. So obviously Lori basically picks up all of my slack, quite frankly. And then Jessica needs help as well. And guess who that help is? This guy right here.
Hey!
Now, Eric does a whole lot of other things. He's always happy to do things, but the majority of what he does is exactly what he's doing right now, which is
Cleaning and watering these little beautiful geckos here.
and he does love them, which I think is really cool. Give me an idea. Again, we have 5,000 baby geckos. I mean, how long does it take you? Is it like Monday and then by Friday you're done? Or what is it?
You know what? It's usually about like Thursday. We're starting to feed everything and kind of really powering through to get finished. But it's about 500 to 700 geckos a day. You have to physically open, look at, water. Make sure they're okay.
Oh my gosh!
It's definitely keeps you busy. That's for sure.
Oh my God! Think about that, guys. Think about you guys that have a gecko or 3 geckos. 500 to 700 geckos a day. These people have to open, clean, water, feed, and do stuff. But the truth is that, you can walk through here, and sure, there's going to be some poop in the cages. That's just going to happen. But it is unbelievably clean. It is shockingly amazing how Jessica and Eric keep these geckos clean. You could literally walk through and open up every cage, and like I said, you might see a little poop that just happened. You clean it and they're gonna poop, but you will not see a dirty cage, which is unbelievable, the work ethic that goes into it. And I know these guys take pride. Is there like an animal that you're working on right now that you're like, oh my God, this thing is so cool?
One that I might put my name on it. I don't know yet.
And that's the thing. Half of Eric's checks go to him just buying new animals.
We have a really nice sunbell here. I really like the pattern on the tail and on the back. That one's super
Oh my
cool.
gosh. So that is actually a Sunglow bell, but it's also a bold stripe, which makes it really beautiful. Oh, and I know I'm going to like this one.
Oh yeah,
my
super
gosh.
snow white and yellow.
Oh
I don't
my
know what it
gosh.
is about those little pink geckos and those black dots. They're just so adorable.
That's like a little Dalmatian gecko, but regardless, Eric is doing a great job. He certainly, I'm sure Jessica is very appreciative of all his hard work. I know I'm appreciative of both those guys, because without them, I would have to be cleaning 500 to 700 geckos a day. and that's not going to happen. All right, so now we are down in the Python dungeon, and of course, Kelsey is the brains behind this. And I'll be honest with you, we had a really good production year with ball pythons and other pythons and boas as well. And really, Kelsey, led the charge on it. I mean, I honestly used to do all of that stuff, and I've really kind of turned it over to Kelsey. So thank you, Kelsey. Where exactly are we at now? Like, what time? This time of year?
Right now, we are starting to beef up our females for the next breeding season. And we should be starting in like the next couple months.
Right now, it's kind of like that stage where everything is laid, getting the females conditioned so we can start putting males and females in with.
I have a 2015 Lori Leopard female that I've been kind of raising up, and I think I'm going to use her this season.
Oh my God, that is awesome. That is so cool. Again, Kelsey's second season for breeding is this year. She really learned how to ultrasound this year, which was really good, and it's going to be a huge tool for her as she's going this season. And I'm going to turn a lot more of the reins over to her even this year. She did such a great job. I'm going to just let her do her thing, and that again frees me up to be able to do all the things that I do, which I'm so appreciative. And by the way, Kelsey, I'm sure, is excited that she got Brazilian rainbow boas because she was the one that bred those too. So, so that's pretty awesome. Isn't it cool to breed stuff and then ultimately you see eggs or you see babies and you know that you're kind of responsible. I mean, you didn't do the breeding, they bred themselves, but you put them and gave them the conditions.
Absolutely. I mean, like, working with these animals every day and then like seeing them go through being gravid, and then I get eggs and I get babies, and like especially when we produce the Lori champagnes, which was my own idea, incredibly rewarding to see that project come to fruition.
I know, and that's what it's all about, and that's why I'm so fortunate right now to have people like Kelsey and of course Jessica and Eric and Mary and everybody here that are just excited as I've always been about this. And that makes a huge difference when your crew is excited about it, not just coming to work, but actually excited. And that is why we've been really having the most successful times this last 6 or 8 months at BHB. So that is awesome. And of course, much like Eric is to Jessica, it's very important to have people helping out. Mary is to Kelsey. So Mary takes care of all of the baby ball pythons as well as helps out with all the other stuff that Kelsey can't do on her own. And they make a great team. So Mary, I mean, you're just like Eric in the sense that every week you have to make sure all of this is clean, as well as some stuff on the other side.
Yep.
So the pace is pretty, but you keep up really well.
Oh yeah, this takes me about 2.5 days over here, and then I get the rest done on the other aisle.
Nice, that's awesome. And again, remember when I had Chip and Olivia over? The one thing that Chip said, and this is a testament to my crew, is that he said, I can't believe how clean things are. He goes, I thought with the thousands of animals you guys have, he goes, I really figured it would be more stinky, number one, and just dirtier. And again, a testament to these guys, how hard they work. I mean, sure, you're going to find a dirty cage here and there because, snakes do that. But literally, you could open up these cages and 90% of them are going to be unbelievably clean. You'd be very surprised. And that's not me, that's you guys. And I really appreciate you. So I know that you have a few favorites. So I'm going to ask you, show me some of your favorites.
All right, well, this one was my favorite since I first started.
Oh my gosh.
And he is a pastel vanilla bamboo woma.
Oh my gosh.
And he has false eyeballs on the top of his head.
Look at the little eyeballs on top of his head. Oh, he's a feisty little monkey too. What are you trying to bite me? But isn't that cool? I hadn't noticed that it has the little eyeballs on top of it. I mean, the price just went up on that one. No, not at all.
I really love this little guy.
Look at that animal there. Of course, this is a pewter, but it's got that crazy, like, patternless blotching on it that is very unlike a pewter. So there's something other going on genetically with this, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. But that thing is really, really cool. This is the Lori champagne.
Yeah, this is the little girl with the little ringer tail.
Oh yeah, look, she's got the little ringer on the tip of her tail right there. She is absolutely gorgeous. So again, this was Kelsey's kind of like, hey, I'm going to do this. And then she surprised me, which I was surprised and very happy about, as a matter of fact. Oh, yeah.
I just think that they contrast each other really good.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is so cool. And again, the fire gene is a codominant gene and the mahogany is a codominant gene, but the super mahogany is what they call a suma, which is almost a solid black snake, pretty much, with a little bit of freckling on it. And of course, the super of the fire is a solid white snake. So it's interesting that we have a white snake producer and a black snake producer, and we have them mixed together. So it's going to be really interesting when we get the super of probably the mahogany in particular, because you're going to have a fire Suma super mahogany. Now, if we go the other way and we get the super fire, it's going to just look white. But anyway, so Mary, thank you for all your hard work. You guys are awesome. And again, it's like I said, I can't do the things that I need to do if it isn't for all of my crew, and I love them so much and I appreciate them, and I couldn't be happier with the way things are going right now. I've said it before, this is no diss on my past crew. This is definitely my favorite crew I've ever had. All right, guys, so I am going to go ahead and end the vlog and get home and get ready for my long trip. Again, it's a quick trip all the way down to St. Louis and all the way back in less than 30-something hours, so it's going to be absolutely epic, but it's going to be an absolutely great time, and I'm going to bring you guys along on it, and of course the crew will keep things going here, and Lori will be vlogging along the way. I'll be here for a few hours tomorrow morning, so I'll check on things before I leave, and then we are off on a little bit of a journey. I hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you guys so much. Can you do me a couple favors? Can you smash that like button and turn the post notifications on so you know when I upload a video, which is every day at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time? Remember to be kind to somebody, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.